Alright, nerds. Continue Black Myth Wukong, hopefully getting past Chapter 1 into Chapter 2 and see about how far we can get. Actually, I don't remember how far I got last time. Alright, hold on. Let me orient myself. So we did beat this guy, right? Oh yeah. That's the snake guy. Rung the bell. Pretty sure I killed this guy too last round. Maybe not. Nope, I did. Just realized my Gatorade's pretty low. Oh, I wanted to charge it up, not use it. Noise. Like I said in the last run, I've actually made it to Chapter 2 before, but that's about as far as I haven't completed it. So I generally know what I'm doing the first chapter. I'll probably miss something. I'm sure you guys will call it out, which is fine. Okay. Collect everything I can in here, and then I'll head up the spot. Oh, cool. New arms. Oh, was there something else new in there? Oh, yeah. Okay, we can upgrade that. Hopefully we have the parts for it. And then, what was new in here? Jade Fang, a tooth for a tooth. The white-clad noble has paid his blood debt. His fang can be used in crafting weapons. Oh, did I not? I didn't read this one last time. All right, white-clad noble. A serpent youth in white with furious gaze writes poems, dances, yet fierce in battles blaze. On a spring day with a mild wind in the marsh of white mist, an old wolf brews tea over a stove. Watching the white reflection in the water, he mutters, "You and I shall not be here." The white-clad noble, amid spear practice, hears these words. Swift as thought, he hurls his spear towards the stove, and in another instant he flashes over, grips the haft, and stands poised before the aged Yogai. Shall we sit blood or tea? Tea, sit. They sit face to face. The old wolf hands the noble a bowl of tea. The noble drains it in one gulp, a fine tea. The old wolf nods. Does a raised mountain garrison warrant so many schemes? The noble replies, I come at my brother's command. There are no schemes. The old wolf retorts, my return from death was not a scheme. The noble says nothing. The old wolf gazes at him, also silent. Despite the cloudiness of the wolf's eyes, his unease is apparent. The noble ponders for a moment, then finally answers, that truly wasn't a scheme. If not a scheme, then what was it? Have you heard about the child in the court? The Buddhas have a spell. They piece together items that mimic the body, chant the mantra of revival, and thus bring back a life. The old wolf smiles bitterly and shakes his head. That master, most assuredly, wields no such power. Indeed he does not, yet the foul relic he obtained bears this potency. The old wolf says anxiously, but living like this, I can barely sleep or eat in peace. When doom is nigh, life may yet persist. When blessed with life, the loom of death lingers. Breathe and make peace with it, and you may find your tranquility. The old wolf says nothing. The noble lowers his eyes, also silent. For all the uncanniness of his eyes, his compassion is apparent. The old wolf says, I'll leave this tea to you. Better to drink tea. The old wolf rises with a sweep of his sleeve, sighing deeply. Living like this on their blood, how could I bear to do that? He totters away, not by the path he came, but turning down a fork in the road beside the marsh. Tell the master he doesn't need to come see me anymore. Dang. Oh, Shen Monkey. Oh, this is that guy that was, I think, doing the tea stuff. Bottom up the jade nectar, a celestial brew. In the jar, the fresh wine sparkles anew. In worldly clamor, he wishes to stay drunk, forgetting homeland, foreign lands amok. In Chang'an City stood the temple of the Wild Goose Pagoda. Not far from its gates lived a delinquent temple goer named Hao Desheng. One day, Desheng dozed off as he sat at ease at home. In his dream, he found himself at the temple gate. 4 figures approached, a monkey, a dog, a lung, and a tiger, all deep in talk. He heard the tiger ask, where do you plan to take that thing? The long shook his head. Fret not, I hear they've all returned to their caves. We need but make our way to each place and wait. Our meeting is sure. The dog then inquired, may I ask, friends, where all of you are off to? Where are you all off to? The monkey replied, I'm not fond of the sun, rain, or chill wind. For drinking, I shall seek out a lush and lovely spot. The long stretched his neck. I need to dwell by the water. If your place has a water view, we might dwell near. The monkey waved him off. I seen that ugly mug of yours for all my long years. Better we live far and distant from each other. The long paid him no heed and asked the dog, and you, young one, what plans do you have? Perhaps we can. The dog said, no, this time isn't ripe. It's still too early. I'd rather head to the mortal world and have myself some experiences first. Ha, experiences, scoffed the tiger. You just yearn the hunt for rare herbs to play with your furnace. The dog flushed, but before he could retort, the monkey turned to the tiger. And you, what's your plan? The tiger thumped his chest. I'll guard the village. Seeing his friends had made their choices, and the old long said, well then, we don't need to travel together. Here's where we part ways, each to seek our path. When I meet that one, I'll gather you all again. With that the four parted. The Shing heard a thunderclap and woke with a start. The dream had already faded from his mind. I feel like I've read that one already, but it was read. Okay. Treasures. Don't know if there's anything else besides will in here. Not that I really need a ton of it yet. I'll say that now though. 3 boss fights later, I'll be looking for it. Oh, and the stone spirit. I need that too. And I think hopefully we have the ability to upgrade this. And we do. Yars. And then, since I already got gloves, I can skip gloves this time. That one has better armor. Just want to make sure we have everything we need for this. I'm going to build this, however, I'm not going to equip it.
Oh, thank me to God. Oh, finally then the 3 bells sang. Disciples come, I hear travelers approaching my temple carrying new treasures. I cannot see you, but I recognize your odor.
I smell bad.
Cannot be you. You are back? It must be you who took that Kasaya. Now give it back! Tell me before. Tell me about his disciples. Where's my Kasaya? Until I have that Kasaya. Get it now!
Oh, that was close. Ah. I don't know how, if this is like a time thing, but I've never been able to stop all of these guys from getting to him. No! Eventually there's just too many. Yep, there goes one. Another one. Alright, did alright. But if you hit these guys, that's really good. No shit. I got greedy. Alright. Just read this for right now. Oh. Or not, because I haven't beat him. I'm going to see how far I can get without using that fire. Ooh. Dude. He's really not even that hard. I just suck. Oh wait, do I have any? I'm sure I do. Should be using those evil repellent medicament. Let's put that in there. Maybe some of those. Dude.
Till I have plans to fire. Get it now!
That was close. The timing. Oh. Okay, going back. Oh, that's a lot. Just a break. Dude.
Die Tongue könnte ich des Lebens
No. Oh, I saw that coming too. Oh, timing. There we go. Oh, God.
$270 spent. Cassius collected by the hundreds. Still one short without his. Oh. No, stop. Go back. Leave it. Just leave it. Stop the fire. Please stop.
Okay, now we can read his backstory. The Funky Monk. Oh, yeah, that's right. I built those, but they're not good. Probably just this one's okay. And then here we got the silk, the Yaoguai core with their heart stained by cruelty and impudence. The lesser Yaoguais can only forge immature cores within them. These can be used for crafting weapons. Alright. Elder Jinchi. With empty hands he preached, yet gold was his quest. He left no wealth, just doctrines to attest. A life of greed, his doom was sealed tight. If deeds were weighted, would he still face his plight? After 2 months of peace, Tang Monk reigned in his horse. He saw towers and halls nestled deep in the fold of the mountains. At the gate of the place, they saw that it was indeed a temple. The master and his disciple exchanged greetings before passing through the mountain gate. In the main hall, they saw the name of the place, Guanyin Temple. Tang Monk was overjoyed, but Monkey said, "Master, this is no good place. Better to leave soon." The monk wouldn't listen. He knelt before every golden statue he saw in prayer, and the monkey, impatient with his master's attitude, began to strike the bell incessantly, which is what I did, startling all the monks in the temple. Those from the upper and lower halls all poured out. The monks greeted Tang Monk. Monkey used his see-through eyes to look around and laughed. "Why do you monks here look so sickly and weak? With your spirits drained, have you broken the precepts?" In Tang Monk's perception, the monks all wore brand new kasayas and had tall, sturdy bodies. He considered Monkey's words to be mere nonsense and remarked, "Don't speak so recklessly." Then he turned to apologize to the monks. The monks themselves regarded Monkey's words as nonsense as well. Only 2 small monks hidden in the crowd dared to not reveal themselves. The elder of the temple invited the master and disciple to the back chamber for tea. After the monks had taken their seats and the feast was laid out, the 2 small monks assisted the elderly monk inside. Tang Monk bowed respectfully. The 2 exchanged a few pleasantries, and Tang Monk inquired, "May I ask about your esteemed age, venerable elder?" The old monk replied, "Despite my many mistakes, I have lived to see my 270th year." When Monkey heard this, he laughed and said, "Old skinflint, why do I smell Yaoguai in this temple?" The old monk did not answer. Tang Monk hastened to interject, "This disciple of mine can be somewhat unruly at times. Please do not take offense." The small monk was just then using an exquisite vessel to pour 3 cups of fragrant tea for them. Monkey stared at him and said, "Where are you from, little monk?" The small monk set down the tea and swiftly hid behind the old monk, biting his finger, and said, "This one has a furry face and a strange head. He's a bit scary." Tang Monk glanced at Monkey and said, "Mind your words. Don't offend people with your brashness." He then shifted the conversation by praising the tea and the vessels. The old monk didn't seem to mind. Instead, he asked Tang Monk, "Noble sir, hailing from the emperor's capital, might you have any treasures that you could lend me for a mere glimpse?" Tang Monk declined repeatedly, but Monkey laughed and said, "Master, isn't your kasaya itself a treasure? Why not allow him a glimpse?" All the monks laughed. Then they brought out 12 cases of kasayas, unfurled them, and hung them up for Tang Monk to see. But Monkey laughed and said, "Very well, very well. Put them away. Bring ours out for a look too." Tang Monk grabbed Monkey and tried hard to stop him, but Monkey said, "Do not fret, do not fret. I know what I am doing." Without more words, he took out the kasaya for the monks to see. As the old monk gazed upon such a wonder, his spirit was touched. He walked up to Tang Monk and knelt with tears in his eyes. This humble monk is verily bereft of fortune. My eyes are dim and clouded. I cannot see it clearly. Monkey laughed again and said, "And how do you intend to inspect it clearly?" The old monk replied, "If you would be so kind and trusting, allow me to take it back to the back chamber and study it carefully overnight. I shall return it to you tomorrow morning before your departure. May I know your thoughts on this?" Upon hearing this, Tang Monk was startled and chided Monkey. Monkey laughed and said, "What are you afraid of? Let him take a look let him take it for a look. If anything goes wrong, I'll handle it." Fireproof mantle, vessels, let everything else burn. I care for nothing but my master. Give it to me quickly.
The fireproof mantle. The great sage borrowed it from Virapaxa. How did it end up here? You must have freed that miserable soul. Oh, such is his end. A tragedy prologued by a single glance. It's getting late. Let's hurry up the mountain.
Yes, sir. Did I get any? Dang, dude. 3? I don't really use the pillar stance yet, so I'm going to focus on this smash stance. Do that. Sounds decent. Let's go back here. What is this? Increases stamina. Okay. I wonder if there was something else I missed in that area. I don't think there's anything up here, so it should be okay. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. What is this? Oh, that's the temple. Okay. Oh, there's this. Using them can cost key. Alright. Leprosy, discover the journey, each with a unique power. Well, that's what a vessel is, but what does this one do? For a short duration after activation, grants burn immunity and gradually increases focus. Highly effective in specific environments and against specific enemies. Okay. Wolf Assassin. Hills and rivers, nature's way. Kindness grows like grass and wood. Plants may fade, then bloom in May. All shall still stand where they stood. Once upon a time, a young wolf followed a gray elder wolf to learn the art of hunting. Despite his cleverness and diligence, the young wolf struggled to catch any prey. One day, the pale elder commanded him to find food alone or face hunger. Then the young wolf, hiding in the shadows of the mountains, finally emerged to catch a rabbit. However, instead of eating it alive, he gently licked the rabbit's wounds as if to heal them. The rabbit took the chance and fled into a pond, struggling to swim to safety, but the young wolf in pursuit forced it back into the water. Just as the rabbit was about to drown, the young wolf rescued it, softly nudging its head and helping it breathe. The rabbit woke up conscious but bewildered. Suddenly, the distant howl of the gray elder startled both of them. In his panic, the young wolf accidentally crushed the rabbit under his paw. Okay. Heartbroken, the young wolf wept bitterly. As the elder approached and inquired, it became clear the young wolf couldn't bring himself to kill the rabbit, so he repeatedly spared its life. Yet he also feared his own hunger, and that's why he refused to let go. Acknowledged, the gray elder then advised, your false kindness brought misery. Instead of hesitation, both of you would have been better off with a swift end. The gray elder's words seemed to have drawn upon the young wolf. Later, it honed a lethal technique of hurling whirling blades from afar for stealth kills, believing this to be the ultimate form of mercy towards its adversaries. Oh, that's cute. Alright, increases maximum mana. Noise. Alright, let's actually try and do something with this. This might help here soon. Okay. Grab some shrooms. Oh, I missed.
You've come to the wrong place.
You stayed in the wrong place. Alright.
Kill him, lad.
I just want to see if we can build or craft anything in here. Oh. The armors. Dang, need more silk. All together. I wonder if we rest and go back. No, it's not worth it. Carry on.
"500 years. I have rebuilt the temple. Now it's grander in scope. All those monks consumed by the fire, return to wandering ghosts roaming in Black Wind Mountain. It was I who granted them eternal repose. I have even restored the charred scriptures piece by piece.
He seems very humble.
But oh yes, I always knew. One day you shall return.
That's a bad start.
I was ascended to deity by one. Who are you to stand against me? You have ruined everything.
No. That didn't go well. Ugh. Why was that one so easy? It wasn't. It wasn't. But
You have some cheap tricks.
Didn't have
Meet
to
me
fight
at the
a
summit
war
if you
gods.
dare!
The spell he just cast may appear intricate, but it's not hard to learn. But Black Bear's expertise is lacking. Serving Guan Yin didn't help him much. But what he left here could surely help us. Consider today your lucky day.
oh, dispersing into mist allows for an escape and provides an opportunity to execute unveiling strike.
Focus and disperse, illusions traverse. You still have a lot to learn, but give yourself the time you need.
What's in here? Awakening the Wine. Okay, so a couple things to go over here. Moderately increases movement speed and cloud step. Each talent level considerably increases the maximum health of the decoy. Increases the critical hit chance of Unveiling Strike, which stacks per second, while the Cloud Septus effect can stack up to 10 times. Okay. makes dodge more agile and flexible. Okay. And then inventory. We got this awakening wine worm. Obtaining the wine worm and churning it into wine will transform the drink into a fine brew. This can be used for drink upgrades. Alright, Black Wind King. The future's dark, destiny winds may shift. Each rise and fall comes in its drift. Once a guardian of the southern sea, greed turned him to a slave of misery. Since his return from Guanyin, the Black Wind King's spirit brimmed with grand plans. He vowed to restore his might in the mountains. He knew well that after years away, to win respect from the Yaguais, strength alone would not make them bow. So he took many steps to try to earn both awe and loyalty. When he was with Guanyin, he learned the mantra of revival, harnessing the voluntary self-sacrifice of wolf guais. He brought back old Ling Zhuji from death, but that ungrateful old wolf left only a few words after revival and vanished from his sight again. The Black Wind King feared the wolf pack would fall apart without a leader. He had to choose another wolf to head the pack. A gray wolf guai who wandered here from Shitu Ridge, strong and in his prime, was a fine choice. The Black Wind King gave him the name Ling Zhuji and helped him take the seat. Yet the wolf pack rose again, their new master in the temple, and it almost led to a bloodbath among kin. In his frustration, the Black Wind King used the mantra to try and bring back to life the old monk he used to practice with. But the soul of the monk did not return to the stitched corpse. Instead, it fused with the gold, silver, and copper coins the monk had buried in life, forming a maddened golem. It wandered and disturbed the mountain garrison day after day, never relenting. The newly appointed white-clad noble is far from ordinary. He typically indulges in solitary reading and poetry. Despite his outward appearance of loyalty and sincerity, he remains shrouded in mystery, making it impossible for others to fathom his true intentions. Alas, to think too highly of oneself and then end up achieving nothing. It is true that they say a fool with ambition is worse than a nobody. Sometimes when I read this, my eyes move faster than my mouth does, so I'll see a word ahead while I'm like reading it, and I'll say that word and forget the word that I already read. Well, that was swift. Down here. So this one, critical hit chance, defense, and movement speed. I feel like we don't necessarily need the movement speed as much as we need defense right now. So switch that one out. Just want to make sure there's nothing else here. Not that this is like super important. I feel like if I'm not careful, I'm going to miss something. Nothing else. Okay. chest here. But I don't think I got any silk from that dude. No. So hopefully here through this area we'll find some. Stone spirit, but no silk.
Know of this.
Damn, dude. Oh, he put me on fire. Yarn, still no silk.
Ahead is a treacherous path, young lady. Don't forget the spell you just learned.
I know there's a guy down there, but there's arrow dudes and that big fuck right there. Oh my gosh. I think I used this way before. There we go. Let's get rid of this guy. When the enemy is immobilized, the moment they attack extends the immobilization duration and massively increases the damage the enemy takes. Okay, so you have to try and do it when they attack. This one, when an enemy is immobilized, massively increases the engaged distance of light attack starter. Okay. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. There's a spot down here I did not go to. Isn't there a guy down here too? Whoa, that guy scared the shit out of me. Oh, nice. Oh, the wolf assassin spirit. Blood of the Iron Bull. Okay, so I don't think that's new. Is this the one where he throws the spear? Yeah. Alright. Or is not a seer, is spear. Okay. clicking it. Oh. Don't forget this. That increases maximum stamina.
Master promised to reward whoever can.
Those arrow guys are super annoying. Nothing. Does the store offer silk? There's yarn and stone spirit, but no.
He once told me, out of sight, out of mind is a fool's task. Seeing but seeing through is what wise men do. But didn't he turn mad by what he saw too?
Oh, the black-haired blonde. Oh! I just healed too. It sucks. Well, this is not going well. Gosh, so poorly with one. I think once we can brew some medications. No? Okay, well, I guess we can buy 3 of those. And that's it. Oh, and I didn't use the power to, like, block the fire thing. Oh, gosh. There we go. Oh, I dodged that. No. Dude. There we go. Ooh.
Cunning wretch! Well, spare your sorry life for today! Fortune is no longer on your side! No one will come to your aid. All I need is to take it elsewhere and rebuild everything anew! Great! The sage! Pardon me, young sage. Mercy, young sage, have mercy. I was just a pawn of the Celestial Court. If given a choice, who dared to challenge the mighty wrecker of the Celestial Palace?
His words ring true. No matter how daring he was, he had not the nerve to harm the great sage. There must be someone else pulling all the strings.
Exactly, and this thing is eerie. I have no idea how to make use of its power. Except to enshrine it up there, tricking lesser Yaoguais into offerings. If you pardon me, I'll go back to Guanyin to atone for my actions and be put back on the engaging band. You will never see me out there anymore.
Oh, ignore his nonsense. Go now, little monkey. Go and retrieve the great sage's relic.
白卷青，千般缘，色与空，弹指间，轮回路，有万次劫，求不得，闭上眼，一生功名忙如烟，浮沉落花关不倦。究竟寻常事，有情处不远。口中念，心中言，现世报，却方便。修行路，无名情，翻动时，莫等闲。一生功名情如烟，最后人物在少年。最是萤火情失眠，弹真只看见。
Master. It still puzzles me. A monk's lust for gold should be quelled. Why does Elder Jinche still cling to that one Kasaya?
Bereft of that Kasaya, how shall they show the world their ties are cut and their lust is quelled?
Dude, the first time I played this...
Across streams, over hills, and through the black wind your blood has spilled. Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame, crash before their betters, shame. With such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish, they are swimming everywhere.
Noise. Again, noise. Alright. Silk. So 2 silk. At least I can build one part of the new armor. The first time I played this, the end of that video didn't make any sense, but when you start reading the stuff that's in here, that makes way more sense.
In his last life, the monk was Jinchanzi, the second disciple to Buddha in the West. Yet his arrogance led him to disregard the Dharma teachings, and as a result, the Buddha cast him down to the mortal realm. He was destined to face 81 trials throughout his journey. The fire for that Kasaya was merely the 11th.
So he failed hard.
Which deities do most abound upon the earth? The keepers, surely. Though humble in rank, nothing in the mortal world escapes their eyes. You'd be wise not to spurn their kind, for who knows what powers stand behind them. A fine guardian for Guan Yin he could have been. Yet he came back here to daydream immortality. Sadly, he had the greed, but lacked the pluck. He could fool his followers, but not himself. His destiny was sealed the moment he donned that band. A mere human, blessed with a lifespan nearing 3 centuries, yet he was never sated. He just had to seize that one Kasaya. Centuries of devotion undone by a moment's greed. In the end, a lost soul became him. How pathetic.
I think that's all the spots on this.
修得当手接福利，西风一死也就齐。哪知不测其祸，其旦夕，那黄毛年初再回击。雄犯不死好得意，复兴后事却成谜。
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend. Haste makes waste. I'll lend you a hand. Watch your step, eh? Get more shots and you'll be high and dry.
雪花风撒花雨，捂住那毛树柴一去，长白生死莫讲理，不抢走那正道才有戏。
Nerd. Alright, we'll look at that here in a second. Ow. Oh, oh. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, we can. But we need Yogwai core and way more will. A flame in Ebon gold. When fortune forsakes you, your gold dulls to iron. Yet when embraced by luck, even your iron sharpens to gold. This material can be used for crafting weapons. Oh, it says there's more over here. Is it the licorice seed? Licorice can be used for making medicines. And then... So I did do the Black Bear Gwai. In Guanyin's Grove, his greed won't cease. Southern tides bring no release. Schemes cloud his sight on Badai Peak. He learnt life's worth is peace. In the purple bamboo grove where Guanyin resided, life was usually tranquil. The Black Bear Gwai spent his days eating bamboo shoots with Aster and drinking homemade bamboo leaf brew. His days had become so unremarkable, they almost faded into nothingness. One day, the Long Princess paid him a sudden visit with Red Boy, her servant. Flustered, the Black Bear hastily gathered his dishes, trying to hide the mess. The Long Princess rolled her eyes and asked, "Have you thought about the task Guanyin mentioned to you a few days ago?" Black Bear Gwai didn't answer. He simply retrieved a box out of the chest and handed it to the Long Princess. Red Boy snatched it and opened it. Inside was a transport, honey-fried sugar sculpture of an immortal riding a lion, known as the Lion Immortality Candy. Yesterday there was a Dharma assembly. At the top of the feast there was a exquisite and eye-catching sugar sculpture. I specially saved it for you as a token of my respect. Do you presume to understand my tastes? Keep this for the children. Hearing this, Red Boy lost interest and stuffed the box back into Black Bear Gwai's arms. Only then did the Long Princess let out a contemptuous laugh. Cognizant of his blunder, the Black Bear Gwai mumbled, "I am willing to serve, but my abilities are mediocre. I'm afraid I can't handle such an important matter. The Long Princess replied, Do you think we don't know that? Don't worry, there will be those fiercer and more ruthless than you leading the charge. No work, no reward. If it's a thorny matter, it might not be able to handle it. I, not it. Guan Yin will attend to all. No thorny matters shall prevail. Do not try to fool me, Guan Yin instructed me to practice quietly here. Why would she intervene? The Long Princess wore a long face. How can you be so timid? This is a great opportunity. More people are vying for it than you can even imagine. Guan Yin chose you only because she wanted someone she could trust. Can't you see that? Black Bear Guai was speechless for a long time. The Long Princess had run out of patience. So little ambition, forget it. I'll let Guan Yin. No. Dear Princess, Honorable Princess, that's not what I meant. I'll go. Only when she saw the eager look in Black Bear Guai's eyes did the princess roll her eyes again. Leaving Red Boy behind, she drifted away. Seeing her leave, Red Boy hastily asked Black Bear Guai, What exactly is this task? I want to leave. Why don't you tell Guan Yin to take me with you? It's a matter of great importance, but as you just heard, Guan Yin didn't want you to go. Don't pester me anymore. I don't want to lose this opportunity for your sake. A few days later, Black Bear Guai had finished his preparations, wielding a black tasseled spear. He was about to set off. Red Boy, who had been waiting outside the bamboo grove for days, hurriedly caught up with him and once again insisted on accompanying him. Contrary to his usual manner, Black Bear Guai tried to persuade him. Red Boy, Guan Yin has instructed that you must stay here. Even your father has pressed into service this time. Surely you can see how perilous it is. This is no laughing matter. He touched the encaging band around his head and sighed, To risk one's life just to remove a headband, it's not worth it. With that, he transformed his body into a black wind and swiftly vanished, paying no heed to Red Boy's desperate shouts. Afterward, Red Boy waited for him outside the bamboo grove for a long time, but he never saw him return. Later, when Red Boy recalled, he realized that it was the last time he ever saw Black Bear Guai in Guan Yin's place. Oh. Does this go over the headless? Alright. Alright, we'll pick up those last ones next time.